What's happening, everybody? A couple sauces here. So I got these at the local carniceria that I've talked about in other videos. Um, Tres Amigas Carniceria. Yeah, Tres Amigas. No, Amigos. Tres Amigos Carniceria. And I'd never seen these before. I might have seen them, but never tried them. So a product from Mexico, El Rey. That's the habanero, and then they also have the chili tippin'. So I figured, when in Rome, you get both and try both, right? So that's what we're doing here. So we'll try the chili tippin' first. These sauces are exactly what I look for. These are my favorite, kind of sauce. Sauces from Mexico seem to be my favorite as far as flavor, the heat profile, where it's not too much heat, but there's a kick there. You pick up the pepper taste, but it's not overwhelming. Some of the craft hot sauces that are out there with some of the companies and everybody, they get to be a little bit too pepper forward or too hot, right? So those ones I steer away from, but I still like them. They have their purpose. I just feel like my style of sauce are these, Mexican style sauces. I don't know how else to explain it, but they're unique in their way, that they all kind of have that same fresh Hispanic spice flavor to them. Okay, and those seem to be my favorite type of hot sauces. So of course, super excited to try these. Let's see what we got. Finally getting some rain tonight. Man, it was hot all day and smoky from the fires. So again, El Rey, hot sauce chili tippin', salsa de chili tippin', and ideal for every kind of meal and snacks. Spice level hot. Ingredients: water, carrots, vinegar, chili tippin' chili, salt, citric acid, spices, MSG, starch, cyan gum, and sodium. Bentonite as preservative. Allergies: soy. Product of Mexico. Calican, Sinaloa. Coliacan, Sinaloa. Is the part of Mexico where it's from. Products of El Rey at Facebook, Products of El Rey Instagram, chilitippinray.com. And these bottles are like a 5-ounce bottle, but they say 6.6, so maybe a little extra sauce in there. But I really wanted to dive into these because I want to try them on my dinner tonight. They just sounded like exactly what I wanted. Oh yeah. Smells like a taqueria in a bottle. I don't mean that to sound racist or whatever, but it's great color. Nice and orange. Has almost a Tabasco, or not Tabasco, but oh man, Tapatio smell to it. That's what I was looking for. And I love Tapatio. Tapatio on hard-boiled eggs is my favorite. Anyways, cheers. Oh, it's fantastic. Those are the kind of sauces that I prefer. That is the kind of sauce that I enjoy the most. There's an upfront heat to it. There's a lot of bits and pieces of the spices and whatnot in there, so it has good texture on the tongue and the palate. It's got a chorizo-y kind of flavor to it. If you've ever gotten chorizo at like a taco shop or a food truck or something, it's reminiscent of that. It's exactly what I was thinking it was going to be for my chorizo dinner tonight. So it's perfect. It's exactly what I had in mind. It's got a heat there that you can tell that you've eaten or had a hot sauce. Okay. But for me, it's not overpowering. It's not gonna send me into panic mode. It's not gonna hurt me too much. You know, I would use about a quarter of this bottle probably on a breakfast burrito or something. I mean, that's how good it is and exactly what kind of flavors I'm into. A lot of these Hispanic sauces from Mexico and other ones, they have this very unique, and it's not like overly unique, but they all have that same underlying consistency of a flavor profile, of a heat profile. Some get a little hotter and some are not, but it just, I mean, it does off the spoon, and can't get much off the cap because that plastic cap, and there's, you know, the little squirt hole there. So it's not a, you know, but right off the spoon for sure, it smells like Tapatio. Okay. It tastes nothing like Tapatio. Well, some spices just went straight to the back of the throat. I like that. So it does taste like Tapatio a little bit, but it's a spicier, more flavor forward, better texture based sauce than Tapatio, if that makes sense. You pick up a lot of salt in there, not a lot of vinegar, but the vinegar's there, but not overpowering, because I don't like vinegar based sauces. But you can pick it up. It's there a little bit. Almost some garlic, but I don't think there's garlic in there. But it gives off that a little bit. Yeah, it's it's a fantastic sauce. So if you guys see this and you want something that's not overly spicy because you don't know where your spice level's at, or you like Tapatio and that's where your spice level's at, this is an upgrade. This is an immediate next jump from a Tapatio. All right, not going to be too much. You're going to be okay because you're used to Tapatio flavor, that saltiness, and that little bit of spiciness, and the texture of a Tapatio is there. I think this is a next level that I will now recommend to people that say, "Oh, I like Tapatio and it's hot, but it's not, you know, that hot. And I want to try something new, but I don't want to get too crazy. Still trying to learn my profile of hot sauces and things." She's it. So now let's get into the El Rey habanero, though. This should kick it up a notch. And habaneros are my babies, right? That's the kind of sauce that I prefer the most. So it is a darker profile sauce. That rain's coming down nice right now. It's perfect. I was gonna barbecue, so we'll have to see if it lets up. But I'm not mad. I'm not mad about the rain. So there's about how dark the habanero sauce is. Excuse me. Doesn't seem to be as many, bits and pieces in there as opposed to this one, the chili tippin'. Let me see if I can get, seems to be the chili tippin', which is the one I'm holding now, is a much lighter orangey consistent, but a lot more bits and pieces in there if you see that. This is the difference. Yeah. So this is a browner sauce, a little more orangey. Seems to be a lot more bits and pieces in the top one than the bottom one. But again, Same company. El Rey, habanero, 100% Sinaloense. Is that how you say that? Sinaloense, Sinaloense. Same heat level. It's got 5 flamers on there, just like the chili tippin had a 5 flamer. So I hope this is hotter than that, but that was a good sauce anyways. I would like to see that hotter, so I'm hoping that's what this provides me. Same kind of flavor profile, just hotter, right? Using a hotter pepper, should be a hotter sauce with hopefully the same flavors. Ideal for every kind. Yeah, we got into that. Ingredients on this one: agua, zanahora, Zanahoria. I'm not sure what that is. Vinegar, chili habanero, sal, salicero centrico, spices. I think that's just spices, but in Spanish, and my Spanish is absolutely terrible. GMS, goma, zayenta y benzoate de sodio como concentrate. So same thing. So this one, which is crazy, half of the ingredients, or more than half of the ingredients, it's all in. Oh, my dumb ass. It's been a long day. It has the ingredients, and it did on that one too. The top part of the ingredients is in English. The bottom one is in Spanish. I started off in the English one and went to the Spanish one. Let's try it again. Forgive me, folks. Water, carrots, vinegar, habanero, chili. See how much easier this is? Thank God. Salt, citric acid, spices, MSG, cyan gum, and sodium benzoate as preservative, allergen, soy. So very similar. It's the exact same recipe as that, just substituting habanero peppers instead of chili tippin peppers. That gets me back to, I would love to be fluent in Spanish. I really would. As a, oh, what is that? I thought that was sauce, but that's a label or a part of the, as a full-blooded American, I look forward to some of the, culture changes that America is going through and has gone through. I think it's important, right, as a melting pot. I think it's only going to be that till the end of time. I mean, that's what America is designed to be, right? It's a constant change and shift in the dynamics and who the people are and who Americans are. So I would love to learn to speak Spanish fluently. I can get by a little bit, but I just feel like I'm getting older, and I know they say it's never too late to learn, but I don't know. I just don't know if I have the energy, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if I want to go back to school. I spent, my ass spent about 9 years almost in college just because I was having fun. It wasn't because I'm an idiot, right? Because I was on the honor roll, the dean's list. I did better in college than I did in high school, right? It was just because I didn't know what the fuck I was trying to do. Still don't, right? But I just don't know if I want to dedicate that kind of time and commitment again with full-time work and house and friends and just every other thing you got going on as an adult, Anyway, enough of me yapping. But one day I'll get, I get better with Spanish, I think almost on the daily, because a lot of my customers are Hispanic. And so, so this is a much browner sauce. It's I wish you could see. I'm not going to tip it, but yeah, it puts off a much different smell. It's almost a cardboard smell. I don't know how else to describe that. I've tried to describe it in other videos with other products and other sauces before, and I may have described it as such before, but I usually try not to because that sounds terrible. But there's just, there's not much of a, there's a little bit. You gotta really you gotta really try and sniff for it. But if you just give it a, there's just not much there. It's definitely a different smell than the chili tippin'. The chili tippin' was Tapatio in the bottle for sure. Cheers. Let's try this. Okay, so it's trying to see a little bit of bits and pieces of spices is in there, so it has that. I don't like it as much as the chili tippin', I'll be honest with you, and I'm a habanero sauce kind of guy. Is this a sauce that I would throw out? No. I mean, it's got a flavor to it that I still don't know how to pinpoint. I don't know what that is. I don't know. I want to say it's burnt, but it's not burnt, right? It's not like tasting burnt food, but for just a pure sauce like that, it's. And they could have roasted the chilies first. I don't know. It doesn't say, but I've had other roasted chili sauces, and they don't give off that profile. It's right on the tip of my tongue, and it always is. But I've had this taste before, and I don't know if it's from another sauce, probably, or a food profile or something. But yeah, I'm not. I don't know. It's not terrible. It's not like I'm gonna trash it too much, because that chili tippin' is real nice. This does have a little bit of a hotter heat to it. It does have a hotter heat, okay? Because it's just resting right on the tongue and just underneath that part of the tongue. It's not underneath where the saliva glands or whatever would be. I think that's where they're at, right? It's not resting in there. It's just resting on the top and the bottom of the tongue directly. But it has it's almost like a Pocky chip. It's not as hot as a Pocky chip. Don't take it that way. It's not the same as a Pocky chip, but it has that kind of, when I said cardboard, it's like a dull flavor. It's like a dull, I don't know. It's just not enough flavor to it. All right, yeah. I mean, it's, I'll fucks with it. You know what I'm saying? It'll get used. This is not a problem. I mean, half that bottle would be used on a meal. I mean, that's about 4 meals there. So I'll use it up quick. I will use it on dinner tonight. A mixture of both, because it does have a hotter profile. I can sense that right away. I can taste that right away. This has enough heat to it though that I'm satisfied, right? I don't need the hottest shit every night. This has enough heat where I'm satisfied. That's why it's a better sauce. It's better than that one. It has a better texture to it. It has a better flavor profile. It has a better smell to it. It has a decent kick to it. Not as big of a kick as that, but it's made with 2 different peppers, and that's why. I wish they could have accomplished everything they did in this chili tippin' sauce with the habanero sauce, with just being hotter. So, El Rey, hopefully they have every sauce. I'm going to be looking for them. Don't get me wrong. They're both good enough where I'll be looking for more of them. Other style of sauces with other peppers, hopefully. I mean, a jalapeno one, ghost pepper would be good. But El Rey, you need to make this same sauce just hotter. Just give me a couple notches hotter. If it's there for a chili head, you know, I'm an average chili head, right? There's chili heads in the group that are, you know, I'm just an average chili head. You know, I like hot shit, but I also like medium stuff and flavorful stuff. Not to say they don't. I hope you understand that. It's not what I'm saying, but, you know, my heat tolerance isn't just astronomical out in space, right? It's at a medium, just normal kind of level, but pretty high. So for me, that's perfect. But you got to take it, if I'm here with it, just get it to the brim of the hat. You know what I mean? That's all I'm asking. Same profile, same everything. And that is a killer sauce that I will ask for everywhere I go and keep a bottle in stock. Unfortunately, it's not something I'm going to keep in stock all the time. But if I need something, I'll be looking for it. The habanero, you got to change the whole flavor profile for me. The heat's there. I could even take that a notch up, right? So if that one's here, get it to the brim, right? Just one step, right? Take the chili tip in 2, take the habanero 1, but the habanero, it needs to be adjusted with the flavor profile a little more for me. But anyways, thank you guys for watching this review. That's El Rey, Hispanic style sauce from, again, I'm going to try and say it again because I don't got no shame in my game. It's hard to read, though. Quilican Sinaloa? Or Sinaloa, I'm sorry. I know it's Sinaloa. I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that correctly. Yeah, I'm done trying. But it's a Sinaloa sauce from Sinaloa, Mexico. And there it is. My favorite chili tippin is better. Well, that's chili tippin. It's better than the habanero. Peace. I'm going to keep rambling. That's what I do. You know what I mean? You guys are probably used to it. Those of you that have watched a lot of my videos. There I go again. I gotta go cook dinner. We'll see you tomorrow.